How are you all? Good Monday morning. Sorry, I'm adjusting so I can see. There we go. There we go. Good morning. Welcome to Coffee with Drea this fine Monday morning in March. Please say hello as you come in so that I can say hello to you personally.
Where's my notification?
Facebook's slow, I think.
There it is.
There it is. Everybody knows now. Uh-oh. Good morning. Are you eating a jelly roll? What do they call that?
Fruit by the foot.
Fruit by the foot. Good morning, Sue. Good morning, Sandy. Hey, Regina. I hope you all had a blessed and fun-filled, joy-filled weekend. I did. We were at an event in Vivian at General Wholesale. So I got to spend time with lots and lots of smiling faces. It was nice. Good morning, Tracy. Hi, Nancy. Good morning. Hi, Joyce.
No, Lucy, this is not for puppies. Yeah,
Hi, Diane and Sally. Hi. Hey, Marie. It was so great to see you this weekend and get a big old hug from Mr. Bill. Y'all, I have a praise report. So, oh gosh, a little over a month ago or so, I asked y'all for prayers for friends. Good morning, Dawn. Hi, Teeny. You would have loved it. Thank you for sprinkling. I appreciate that. Anyway, so I got to see them. Now, he had gotten the COVID, and he was not doing well. He could have died. That's how close it was. And then they used that special drug combination. I saw him. Oh my God, I could have cried. He looked so amazing. It was my good friend Bill. So I want you to know, y'all, prayers worked. And he told me, he said, I had prayers that took care of this. And he still feels it. So thank you for being a part of his prayer warriors. Because y'all, it worked. Good morning, Dawn.
Oh, I missed y'all too.
Good morning, Lori. Hey, Retta. Hope you're feeling better today.
Yes.
Oh, Matt, I'm so sorry. I hope you feel better quickly. Good morning, Miss Denise. Hey, my little Michelle. Good morning, Jan. I'm trying to say hi, Caitlin, my new friend. She's new to the Wreathing community. We got to meet her and hang out, and it was fun.
Is that Caitlin?
It's Caitlin. Hi, Buckeye girl. How are you? Good morning, doll. Yes. Prayers for Katie Salvatorelli's mom, please. Oh, thanks, Ramona. It was. We were happy when we got home. We're like, wow, we had an amazing event and we're home safe.
And I was happy. I had my
good morning, Miss Nellie and Georgie Lee. Good morning. Yes, Deanna's in the background, Teeny.
Hey, Teeny.
Good morning, Heather. Oh, Melissa, I'm so glad you are. I hope Thad's doing well as well.
And you'll have me this morning too.
And we have Jessie with us this morning. Normally she's at work, but this morning she decided to join us, which is nice. Probably because she sermoned me on what we're going to be talking about today. She wanted to see if I really follow through.
Did I?
Oh, Matt, bless your heart. The good thing about, not that there is a good thing really about food poisoning, it usually you're better in a day, two at the most. Good morning, Leanne. Hey, Dana, how are you? So, y'all know I've already said I was at an event. I had the blessing and the pleasure to be the MC. It was so fun.
How fun was it?
It was so fun. I was so super excited. I'm channeling Scott Waterman right now. Let's see.
Stoney.
Oh, no, Jan, no. I got bad news from my doctor last week. He's scheduling my knee replacement surgery for the end of October, 1st of November, so no TDR for me. And he won't budge on the date. You know what? Have him give me a call. We will miss you, but your health is most important.
Quit.
Good morning, Deanna Davis. Hi, Pam. Pam, did I miss saying hi to you? Weren't you at the event?
Hey, Jana.
Good morning, Debbie Wilson. Hey, Jana Mays. Yes, you should have been there. It was so fun. Prayers for my friend Sunny has COVID and she is so scared. Oh, well, we'll pray for her as well. Hey, Miss Tammy. Tammy. Triple T. She walked up to me. It's one of those dreaded moments when you have followers and you meet them in person. And
well, that's
she
not
said,
a dreaded moment.
No. But what is Tammy said, "Do you remember me?" I was like, "Yes, but please don't do this to me." And so she said, "I'm Tammy. Remember we hung out in September here when we had the event?" I was like, "Oh my God, yes, Tammy." So all day long, every time I saw her, I said, "Tammy," so that I will never forget again.
Well, I mean, on our end.
Well, Pam, next time you're at an event I'm at, well, come up to me.
Yep.
And say hey so that I can, if we're hugging, we can hug. And if we're not, I can at least see your beautiful face and say hi.
Each and every one of you is very important to us. It's just when you come to, like, greet us and everything. And I love that. It's very humbling, but.
And it is hard at event. Go ahead.
All we see is a little picture.
Hi, Miss Karen.
Name. So we mostly associate you with your name, but not your face, because we can barely see that little picture.
Yeah. I got to hang out with Miss Karen Bush this morning, over the weekend. That was fun. She is a doll and so stinking sweet. Yeah. I think she was faking it. No, not really.
Debbie.
Good morning, Debbie.
It is hard to try to get everybody. We do try to get everybody, but some we do miss, and then that's not on purpose.
No, it's not on
It's
purpose.
hard to catch everybody.
Oh, Matt, that's beautiful. He's 34 followers away from 1,100. That's awesome. You've come a long way in a short time, young man.
Hey, Miss Amy.
Hi, Amy. Amy's another one. I don't get to see her often, but when I do, I feel all warm and fuzzy inside.
Aw, thank you, Karen.
Aw, thanks, Karen. We fooled you, didn't we?
I know, right?
Anyway, it was such a blessing, and we got to see smiling faces, not just masks, so that was a pleasure as well. Not that I am anti-mask, I'm not. I'm still wearing my mask, even though our silly governor says after Wednesday we don't have to wear them. I'm still wearing mine, but whatever. So today, good morning, Vivian.
Hi, Tom.
Oh, did I miss Tom? Hi, Tom. Hi, Trina. No, ma'am. Our mail hasn't come yet.
They're still playing catch up after the winter storm.
I know, Amy. Did y'all do the cemetery tour last night? They were going back down to New Orleans, and they were going to do one of the cemetery tours. If you ever go to New Orleans, as long as you're not afraid, you should do a cemetery tour. They're awesome. All right. So today we're talking about learning to receive. And if you know someone that might need that lesson, you should probably share this this morning. Vicky, Mallory Rose, right? She is gorgeous. Just gorgeous. Anyway, so it's about learning to receive. Well, receive what, Dre? Well, receive blessings. Receive compliments, receive a smile, those kinds of things. Do we, y'all, this message this morning is as much, probably more for me than anybody, but do we allow others to receive a blessing by blessing us? What? I gotta let people bless me? Yeah. when my love language is helping others when I can, and not forgetting to help others when I can. Good morning, Stony. Oh, y'all, Stony doesn't do grapevines, and the thing that was in his box was a huge, like 30-inch grapevine that he had to do. Let me tell you something. He rocked the house with it. Okay. So, let me get back on this message for me. And I hope that if you need to receive this message, you're open to it. Remember that allowing others to help us. And it doesn't always have to be something financial. It can be in any number of ways. It brings out the best in them, which makes them feel good. And then it brings out the best in us because we're open to receiving, to allow someone into our journey. Isn't that really what it's all about? For me, very often it's because I feel guilty, or like I'm imposing on them, or I'm taking advantage of a friendship, things like that. And we'll talk about that here pretty soon. But you're absolutely right. And so, I was with a lot of people, obviously, this weekend. I was with a lot of friends that are also business acquaintances or friends. And they gave me lots of advice. Normally, if somebody says, how's business going, I'll say, great. This time I decided to not say great, to say, could be better, kind of thing. And they offered assistance. And I was not quick upon accepting that. I'm like, no, it's okay. I'll be fine. Well, he said, well, why didn't you ask? Why didn't you say anything? And I said, I don't want to be that friend.
Quit.
That friend that is imposing on someone, or that friend that's constantly asking. And the thing is, I don't constantly ask. So why am I taking that on? Because I don't do that. Yes. We're probably going to post pictures of the individual designs at some point. Good morning, Elizabeth. Hi, Charlene. Good morning, Karen. Yes, Tom. Y'all, Katie Salvatorelli's mom had a stroke, and so all the prayers she can get are necessary. Yes, he did good. He did, and it was fun to watch. He was funny. He did have an assistant. Oh, Miss Mary, it was so nice to see you and hug you. And I'm so glad you were sitting on the front row, because that precious, precious face of yours, whenever I needed it, I could just look at you and it made me light up. So now let's continue talking about receiving and allowing others to receive. I personally like helping or giving. And it doesn't always mean financial, because we aren't always able to do that anyway. Look at that hair, just wants to blow with the breeze. Anyway, and I like to do it by giving a hands up, not a hand out, a hands up. It's the old, you teach a man to fish, you feed him for a lifetime. Give a man a fish, you feed him for a day. So I do like doing the hands up. So why am I, Drea, not giving the same opportunity to other people? And how do I get myself doing that? It's not going to leave me alone. It's okay.
It's okay.
Anyway, so one thing which I like to do anyway, is put myself in the other person's shoes when I'm trying to figure things out. So put yourself in their place. If you were someone's friend and you find out they're struggling one way or another, and you offer to help, how would you feel if they didn't accept your love language? You would feel not, what's the word? Accepted, or maybe not important enough in their life, right? And why do I even have this issue? Is it pride? Am I too proud to accept assistance and allow them to receive? Is it fear of rejection if I feel like I need to ask and I don't want, and I'm afraid I'll be told no? Is it low self-esteem? You know, I don't deserve this. Why would they bless me? Why would I even think to receive something from someone? I don't deserve it.
Regina White made a good point.
What'd she
also,
say?
because we have been trained never to receive them.
It's true.
And that
Our
has
whole
a lot
lives.
to do with it too.
Absolutely. One thing, Deanna showed me this article, which I'm going to read later, but it touched me, and this is what it made me write. Excuse me. We're home with allergies now. They may be the answer you prayed for. And that may be God's blessing. That may be the answer to that prayer. And they are the answer. And you're not allowing them to be the vessel
Or to be
that God
themselves.
intended them to be for you, which would then bless them. So you're robbing someone of receiving a blessing.
Amen to that.
Right. Y'all, I wrote a lot of notes this morning. Prayed about this. Jesse talked to me about this last night about Mom. Learn to accept help when it's offered.
Well, it started yesterday because I am dealing with a situation in my life right now, and somebody close to me offered to help that I know normally wouldn't be able to help in that way. And they told me, well, if you tell me no, I know my situation right now. I am able to help you right now. So why would you tell me no? Because that's telling me like I don't trust myself.
Right. And they're not going to offer to help if they're not in this position to help.
Right.
Karen Wilson says, good morning, Jesse. Hi, Candy.
Good morning.
I'm doing great. Thank you. You know, and why do we feel it necessary to continue to struggle and struggle and struggle? First of all, it's exhausting. Secondly, it's depressing. And I know for me, when I'm struggling and I know I need help, but I'm not asking, or I'm not being completely honest when somebody asks, I'll just say I'm fine or I've got this. It makes me back away. It does. It makes me back away from my friends. And it makes me take the world's problems, mine and everybody else's, onto my own shoulders instead of allowing someone else to bless me. And it could be just a smile I need that day, y'all, that I wasn't accepting of because I couldn't look at them because I'm struggling, and you know what I mean? Why would I do that to someone? If I've invited you into my journey, why would I hold you back from receiving blessings for blessing?
Be by your foot.
I'll tell you something that happened. So you'll know I was gone. The last few weeks, it's been a long whirlwind of being gone. And all of it was a blessing, and I enjoyed every moment, so I'm certainly not complaining. But yet, I haven't been able to take care of things in my home. And that's depressing, because I'm actually very domestic, and I like a clean home, and I like things dusted, and I like things put away, and I like things organized. That has not been my house for months. So it's really been getting me down and stressing me out. Did I ask for help? No, I did not. Matter of fact, I may have even refused help. So I walked in the door of my house. Oh gosh, here goes. I walked in the door of my house after driving all day well, riding all day. Deanna did the driving. My entire house was clean. All the Christmas that I had still to take down was taken down, boxed up, and put away. Everything was clean. Y'all, clean. Like, counters wiped, no dishes out, island beautiful with the fruit in the bowl in the middle and all the things. And I had to go to the bathroom in my room and cry a little, and sent a message to my amazing daughter-in-law, because it was Deborah and Jesse that took care of this. Mostly Deborah. Jesse said helped. Jesse did help, though, and you can receive a thank you too, ma'am.
You did awesome.
My heart was so full, so unbelievably full. I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but you know, when I was thinking about it this morning, I realized at any time I could have asked for help, and my girls would have gladly come over here and helped Mom. They're that way. It wouldn't have been an imposition on them. It's not a sign of weakness on my part, but I didn't. Instead, I let it exhaust me, depress me, and make me sad inside my own home, or feel overwhelmed inside my own home. So, remember, all I had to do was ask and allow the girls with their love language to help me. For me, it was a really, really big deal. I could still cry right now, but I'm not. So, y'all, the lesson is, don't be afraid to ask for help. You need a hug? Ask for a hug. Don't be offended if someone says, you look like you need a hug. That's their love language. They want to comfort you.
Well, I mean, was it last month?
Can y'all hear Jessie? I could turn it to her.
No. Last month, I was having difficulties paying a medical bill, and so I reached out to a community that I'm a part of, and and it's hard to reach out and ask for help. You feel vulnerable. You're peeling a layer away and saying, "Hey, I need help," and I had somebody reach out and offer to give me, it was a small amount, but it paid what I needed to pay that month. And so this month I was able to pay it forward myself to someone else that couldn't afford a medical bill. And I don't know, it's hard to teach yourself to be vulnerable, to open up and say, hey, I can't do this by myself.
It is. And she's right. A lot of times it is because we feel vulnerable. We feel exposed. But it's okay. It's all right. And, I know most of you are believers and pray and believe in the power of prayer. So if you're praying for direction from God, or if you're praying for something because you're struggling, or you need just a pat on the back, or to be reminded that you're worthy, and then someone comes along and you don't allow it, that was probably the answer to your prayer. Mm-hmm. And you didn't receive that blessing. So I wonder if next time, maybe God won't answer that particular prayer, because he's saying, hey, Drea, wake up. I already gave you the answer and you slid right by it. So this time, no, I'm going to let you suffer. And then when you ask again, you'll know. And I think this was an awakening for me if I'm going to allow someone into my journey, that I need to allow them into my journey, right? I need to give them what they want. If people like, know, and trust you, they want to be there for you. You've probably been there for them. And so it isn't like you're asking for something that they don't want to give. Now, y'all, I'm not talking about begging for money, and I'm not talking about that kind of thing where we're constantly in a place of need, financially, etc. Yeah. I'm talking in general, And I think we as women have always well, at least my generation, and I know I did it to my girls too, always were taught to take care of things, to be independent. You know, I was born during the, what do we call that? The sexual revolution? Is that what it was called? You know, the burning of the bras and all the things where women were fighting for independence and equality, etc. So I was raised in a time where that's what we did. We took care of business. And we didn't get help because that would take away some of our independence that we struggled for, right? Wrong. So, and you know what you're doing? Y'all, I'm known for choosing joy, right? Listen to this sentence I wrote down. Why not give them the gift of giving, which is the ability that they have, and a chance to choose joy? They're choosing joy by wanting to be there for you. Yo, we gotta stop. We gotta stop. It's not worth being depressed and exhausted and sad and lonely and all those things because we're not allowing other people to receive their blessing for blessing. You know, if you give 10-fold, you get 100-fold. Well, they're not going to get that 100-fold because we didn't even let them give their 10-fold, right? We need to learn to feel and know that we're worth it, that we deserve it, that when somebody gives us a compliment and says, Drea, I like that dirty old robe you're wearing today, to just say thank you. Appreciate that.
And you don't have to.
And I don't have to say, oh, this dirty old thing, please. You know, make a silly little joke out of it. They just wanted me to receive a compliment. So I need to learn to just say thank you.
And you don't have to do or be anybody but yourself to be deserving and worthy.
Exactly. Jess, your needs will always be met. God will always provide for you. Have faith, erase the worry, and walk in the grace, my beautiful friend. Good morning, Tamanika. Long time no see. I just love saying her name. Tamanika. Good morning. Good morning, Brenda. Oh, yeah, Denise. That was a heck of a robe. Denise saw it in person. I wore it in Gatlinburg. Yeah. The Queen's robe in gray. But it's got a hoodie. It's fluffy. It's beautiful. I'm afraid to use it. I don't want to mess it up.
Matthew says, Dre, you are so very loved and appreciated. Your light is a beacon in the dark for a lot of people, especially in our community. You have the ability to help, and you don't think twice about helping. You are loved, and you are truly an angel in humanity.
Matt, thank you. Here I go. I didn't want, you know, my first thought was, oh, that's y'all. But no, I have to say, thank you, Matt. That is very thoughtful, and I appreciate it very much. And that means the world to me. It really does. Y'all know that Choosing Joy movement is our legacy, me and my family's legacy, to my son and daughter, who were killed in a tragic accident in 2000. April 24th, 2000. We're coming up on that anniversary. And to be able to do that and just be a little bit of a light for someone, anyone that needs it, we're fulfilling their legacy. The joy they brought to this world is not snuffed out by the loss of their lives. It continues on through us, through you. Mm-hmm. I know, Mary. It's not fair. I want to cry too. And I'm not a crier, y'all, but lately, geesh.
So what happens to the blesser when you block that blessing?
What happens to the blesser when you block the blessing? Mm-hmm. Well, I guess they move on and bless somebody else, huh?
Well, it kind of blocks them from receiving their blessing if you don't accept their blessing.
See, this is why I keep her around. She gave me a sermon, y'all, too. Her and Jesse.
That's
I think
where
we
all three gave
from.
each other one,
yeah.
Yeah, we kind of did, and then we talked about, why don't we just go in the bathroom and talk to each other in the mirror? And then Deanna and I both said no, because we'll just start making faces at each other, and my mom will just be like, oh my God, and go find another mirror.
Do y'all do the morning mirror talks? those of you that have followed me and do the morning mirror talks, even if you don't do them every day, which I do, do a thumbs up. I want to see, or heart. It could be either one. Because, y'all, those mirror talks, I know they seem so silly in the beginning. You're like, oh my God, I'm talking to myself. And Jessie said she likes to do her mirror talk right before a shower after she disrobes. Wait. What? You're not out in public doing it?
Okay.
Because it leaves her vulnerable to herself. So that she can talk to herself about if she's having issues with, my arms are too flabby or whatever, she is there open to her own talk. It's not a public thing, just saying. Right?
And sometimes starting up here is easier than speaking it out loud until you're ready.
Right. In your mind.
Because once you speak something out loud, it's real. And when you speak it out loud to yourself, that makes it
absolutely
real.
Regina. Regina says, oops, when a blessing is blocked, you create additional worry for the person that truly love you. If they really know you, they will continue to pray for you. Absolutely. And sometimes that's the blessing you need, is to ask, look, I need prayers.
Well, I mean... That
prayers can be healing and prayers can save lives. Of course, it's all based on God's will, of course, and His purpose. But prayer is a powerful thing, and so asking for prayer, there is nothing wrong with that. We had someone, it was either last week or the week before, apologize for asking for prayers. We were like, heck no, that is what we're here for, is to incite one another to love and find works. And to encourage and have an interchange of encouragement and to hold each other up. And if you need prayer, you tell us, because we pray. Don't just say you're going to pray for somebody. That's a terrible lie to tell. Actually pray for them. And sometimes I'll see a request for prayer, on Facebook or something, and I'll make myself say a quick prayer right then and there. Before I even type in praying or prayer sent, I send them so that I don't forget, because I don't want to be the person that, that God says, so 1,000 people ask you for prayers. You prayed for 900 of them, but you told 1,000 you were going to pray for them. What was wrong with the 100 you didn't pray for? Nay, I ain't answering that one. So be sure if you say you're going to pray that you do. If you don't pray, that's okay. Send out positive vibes. Put good thoughts out there, positivity.
There's no schedule for prayer. I mean, if somebody asks for a prayer, say it right then. You don't have to wait till the night or morning, or...
You don't have to be on bended knee. You don't have to say it out loud. He hears you.
Yep.
He hears you.
He knows what's in your
pray
heart.
through His Son. That's all. Good morning, Debbie Willis. How are you?
Monkey says she ain't talking in the mirror. It'll talk back to her.
Monkey's mirror probably would.
That's what I said.
It would be her alter ego. Love you, Monkey. Well, love you, Michelle. And so, like I said, today's message was really so much more for me than y'all. Maybe a little on the selfish side. Look at my notes to myself. Because I felt like if I needed to hear this, I'm sure many of you needed to hear this as well. And like I said, I'm not talking about, hey, can I borrow $1,000? I'm talking about, if it's money, look, I'm struggling paying my electric bill. Then you're giving a hand up, right? I'm not talking about just materially things. I am really talking about, not that those are wrong. Just saying, if you need help materially, if you're not going to get the help if you don't ask for the help, or if people don't know you're struggling. Yep. But
my girls agree.
Yeah, they do. They're wondering where their food is this morning.
They are. I'm a little behind.
People forget the power of a $1 bill. If a group of people band together and just give $1 when needed, a lot of issues can be solved and hurts no one. Absolutely. Yep. Same with prayer. And I get you, Regina.
So,
Sheila, I noticed that this weekend.
I've always had a really hard time with that. And I'm going to be honest, I've gone to therapy for almost 10 years now.
There's nothing wrong with that.
And I still struggle with this, even now, even after years of learning. And my therapist pouring compliments on me until I did this, but just say thank you. Because when you say thank you, you don't have to deal with those yucky feelings of, oh my God, I need to negate this. I need to tell them no. They're not, because in my case it was, oh, I need to let them know I'm terrible before they realize I'm terrible, so they'll leave me, and it'll be my decision and not them just leaving me.
Right.
So
until you realize you're not terrible and you're worthy.
Right.
Yeah.
So just saying thank you it takes less energy to say thank you, because then you don't really have to worry about it. You just say thank you and move on.
Absolutely. And it is hard though, Sheila. I'm picking on you because I know you, but and because you're my husband's girlfriend. Just saying.
Trina says, even though you and your family were miles away, I felt your love through the surgery and my recovery. I want to thank you for doing that.
Absolutely, Trina. And we pray for your continued recovery.
Sister.
We love it too. I don't know what I'd do if we didn't have the chicken chatter. And now that some of the cattle are coming up, so y'all are going to hear some of them. Linda, can you say a prayer for me? I'm an empath, and it's not a friendly illness and has caused me pain my whole life. Oh, Linda, that's Jesse's problem too. When I was 51, became my mother's mother.
When she was 5.
Oh, when she was 5. I became my mother's mother. She committed suicide when I was 19, and I'm still beside myself. She was my whole world. Bless you.
Absolutely, Sherry.
Y'all, all of you need to make sure to pray for Linda Parker Dyer. That is a difficult thing to be saddled with your whole life. I'm so sorry for you. But I can tell you as a mother, I don't know if you're a mom or not, but I can tell you as a mother, I would not want that for my child. If my pain was so unbearable, mental pain, physical pain, whatever, that I would have chosen to end my life, I would still not want my children to suffer their lives. Please remember that.
And being empathetic, being an empath, it's
difficult.
It's difficult, but it is also not a curse as much as it is a blessing in some ways.
It is a blessing.
I mean, it has
because
its
it allows
moments.
you to show compassion for others. That maybe somebody that is not empathetic like you are is incapable of doing.
Our minds are our own worst enemy.
They really are.
Yep.
But Linda, please know, and we are going to pray for you. All of us are going to pray for you. And people here on Coffee with Drea know they're going to get in trouble if I find out they said they were going to pray and they didn't, because I'll preach it and they'll feel guilty. So, but again, as a mom, she wouldn't want you to suffer, sweetie. She really wouldn't. She would want you to live your best life. That is how I make it through the loss of my children, is by choosing joy, because I know that they would not want me to spend my life miserable and suffering.
Right. And joy like that isn't just going to come to you. That's why you have to choose it. It's an action word.
You have to choose joy. It's not a feeling. It's a choice. And so, prayers to you. God bless you. And I hope that everyone's prayers will help you be open to receiving the subject of today. If we pray these prayers and God shows you a blessing, accept that blessing, receive it, so that the person giving you the blessing receives their blessing for blessing you. Well, that was a mouthful. Let's see. Is there anything else y'all needed
I will
that I missed?
his last name, but Gary Frugier.
Gary. Yeah.
He
Hey,
said good
Gary.
morning.
Good morning. Long time no see, Gary. I hope you're doing well. He's an amazing paper crafter, y'all. The cards he can make, amazing. So I'm glad to see you this morning.
Yeah, they are.
Good morning, Debbie.
Here's Suzanne. She said, Colt says hi.
Hi, Colt. How are you? Good morning.
Good morning.
There you go.
Oh, Lucy's happy. She gets to watch the cows.
Yeah.
Now you need to say good morning, Colt. No?
You know what? You can't say good morning and then his name with that little accent.
Good morning.
Colt. Oh my goodness.
She's got the cutest little good morning.
So ask yourself
No,
today
I'm not almost 30.
and throughout the week, am I allowing others to receive a blessing for blessing me? Like I said, it could be as simple as a smile. It could be a prayer. It could be a meal. It could be
Somebody
anything.
opening a door for you.
Yes. Oh, he's smiling ear to ear, Suzanne said. Tell Jesse hey too, please. And you know, I'm openly admitting I have this problem.
Oh, thank you, Gary.
Nice. And it, for me, is I don't want to be an imposition on my friends.
But you're not. If they're
Henry's
offering
waving now.
Hi, Henry. Hi, good morning. There you go. And and it's not pride. You know, pride before the fall. I'm not that negative kind of pride where, you know, it's not pride on my part. I guess it's because I don't feel like I deserve it, maybe. I feel guilty, like I'm imposing on someone that I care about.
But you don't get to choose for other people how they feel about you.
Exactly. Stop it.
Oh, stop it. Tell me more.
Tell me more about my eyes.
No, and that's really hard to learn too.
It's all, it is. And two, sometimes when you ask for help, it makes you kind of feel needy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like feeling needy.
Because you're vulnerable?
Because it makes me vulnerable. I feel like I'm losing a little bit of my independence.
As somebody said earlier, it makes them feel weak.
Yes.
Yeah.
It can make you feel weak. The funny thing is, the weakness is in not asking. But we don't think about that until we sit down and really think about it. That's where the weakness lies. Because that means that we're telling ourselves we are not worthy of being blessed by someone else. That we are not worthy of a compliment. That we are not worthy of having our lunch bought that day. I struggle with that one a lot. It makes me feel so guilty.
I know, I inherited that from you, and I feel guilty when people buy water bottles for me or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, it's fine.
Hi, Debbie Prince. Hi, Charlene Connor. How are you?
But I have gotten better to say, oh, thank you. You knew I was thirsty, so thank you for giving me that water.
Yeah, and it's, you know, like I said, it's the simple things. And sometimes your blessing is a smile when you need one. Like Miss Mary Moreland. Saturday when I was the MC, I was not feeling well. And was really worried that I wasn't going to be able to even handle it. But I didn't want to let anyone down. And so I, went on. And whenever I was feeling a little bit, I would see her beautiful smile right there. If you've never met her, when you meet her, you'll know exactly what I mean. Her whole face shines with just sweetness. And it made me feel better, right? Instantly. It brought what I needed. So I guess in a way, I allowed her to bless me with her smile. That allowed me to continue smiling, because when you're the MC, you can't be sad or mad. You have to be happy, happy, happy. Oh, I'm so glad. Henry and Colt. You should, Miss Trina. That sounds beautiful. remember,
Oh, you got Mary crying now.
Mary, it's true.
It is
It
true.
really
Days
is
until
true.
I
We
can hug
talked
you in
about
person.
that, and I told them I was so thankful you were right there on the front row. All I had to do was look over at you, and I was better.
See, so she was a blessing, and you allowed her to bless you.
I did allow her to bless. Oh, who wouldn't?
You can't help but let her bless you.
She's
It just
such a
comes,
doll.
it's like poof right there.
No, she's
Give your hubby a hug for us.
She's
We
why
missed
I
him.
left.
Yes, tell Ken,
Okay.
right? Yeah.
She's why
Tell
I left
Ken hello and let him know how wonderful you are.
And he was missed too.
Yes.
She's why
He's a
I
nice
left
guy.
Harrah's with 8 cents. Happy about it.
Anyway, I truly felt blessed this entire weekend. It's always a blessing to participate in events where you're with like-minded people, that we all have the same interests, the beautiful flowers and mesh and all the things. So that's always nice. But it's also nice to just be able to sit down and visit and get to know each other on a more personal level, so that, one, I want people to see that what you see is what you get with me. There's no pretense here. I mean, y'all, I come on with no makeup. I
In
did
your
brush my hair and my
jammies.
teeth, but that's about as far as it went this
In
morning.
the jammies.
In my jammies. Well, sometimes in my clothes, but whatever.
Well, I mean, I
Oh,
hope you're
thank you,
wearing
Miss
clothes.
Mary.
Lucy, no.
Don't get that bee.
She's
Lucy,
trying to get
that bee's gonna sting
Show me
you.
that.
She was
It's gonna
trying
be
to get-
owie.
She's trying to get
The
it
dog's
for
trying
you.
to chase a bee away from me. She's protecting me.
She loves her granny.
And also, who are we to push away a blessing from God? Y'all are all blessings. Hi, Robin.
Good
How you
morning.
doing? It's her husband.
Good morning.
I
Hey,
hope you
Robin.
have a wonderful day, Robin, because you got a wonderful wife right there. So count that blessing.
Yeah. She sent me a very sweet message the other day, so that was nice.
Aw.
Dana's good at that.
Yeah.
She is. She's a good friend. Anyway, I hope that, I'm certainly didn't want to step on any toes this morning. I just felt like if I needed it, someone else out there needed to be reminded, you are worthy. You are important. You should celebrate yourself. Remember, that's our theme this year, celebrating you.
Distractor.
And you
Oh.
are
Oh.
worthy of receiving and giving blessings. You
You're
are.
welcome, Miss Mary.
What's she
I'm
saying?
making her laugh. Good morning.
Say the rest
Oh,
of
you
it.
gotta say the rest of it.
What is this?
Good afternoon, and if I don't see you, good evening.
Let
Good
her get it.
morning. Good afternoon. And if I don't see ya, good evening.
Hey, Mary SpongeBob.
Good morning, SpongeBob. How are you?
That is funny.
Oh, good. Thank you, Sandy. Yeah, it's easy to bless others and to be encouraging to
Yes.
others, but I don't know why we, in particular as women, it seems like we have a problem accepting that we're worthy of a
Mary
compliment.
SpongeBob said good morning to you.
Good morning.
Who lives in a pineapple under the
You
sea?
see?
SpongeBob.
SquarePants.
Forget the square pants.
I like SpongeBob.
I do too.
But no, and I wanted to say thank you to everyone that's been supporting my new little venture that I've gone off into. That was kind of difficult because I kind of had to prove myself wrong. I did,
She has to prove herself wrong a lot.
I
Don't
do.
we all?
but I just want to say, because I was talking to your mom yesterday about it.
My mom?
Yeah. And about
Wow.
how, I've been supporting you since we decided to do Ranch House and we started doing all this. And then now I kind of realize, it's my turn and my mom has been supporting me. Just immediately like, okay, well, you can do it. Even though in my mind I'm like, no, I'm not going to be able to do it. Nah. But, when I was
Stop it.
when I was cutting out over 200 designs and pressing the shirts and I was able to do a large majority of them. And then my sister-in-law, Deborah, called me and said, hey, do you need help with that?
Good example,
And I
right?
had to say yes, because
Well,
I
yes.
did.
Yes, I do.
Because I did. And I was able to get it done. With
I
your
helped
help.
cut out.
Yeah, you did. But it just meant a lot to me to have you and Deborah both.
I only cut out like 10 of them, y'all. Arthritis. But yes, that's a good example.
And having everyone say, "Oh, you can do this. This is going to be great for you." And I just have to have the faith in myself, and I can lean back on those compliments of others until I can believe them myself.
Absolutely. Good example.
Because I always tell that to my friends, because I'll tell them, you know, how great they are and I love them, and you know, you can use my words until you can say them yourself.
Dana figured it out. She
Yes,
said, you sound like that TikTok kid voice.
Yep, she did.
That's it, yeah. And Miss Mary said you did a wonderful job. She loved her shirt. And SpongeBob said, got my second vaccine the other day and now feel happy. I'm part of the solution.
I get my second one on the 25th. I'm so excited.
So, you know, Jesse signed me up a couple of places to get my vaccine. So we're driving down the road Thursday, about halfway to where we were headed. And I get this message, this email. 4 o'clock, I forgot where it was.
Coda.
No, not that one. 4 o'clock, your appointment, please register here. I'm like, well, first of all, it's like 2 o'clock. And second of all, thanks for the heads up.
I got my call the day before I got my shot.
Wait. So the second place Jesse had me signed up for, I get an email a little bit later that has me scheduled for the next day, Friday. Now I'm out of town already. What? So I had to give up my 2 slots.
Charlene, yes, those shirts will be on there this week.
Yes.
My mom wore one at the event that will be
Thank
on
you, Tamanika. I can't really take credit. She's just a great person.
Aw, thanks.
Okay, maybe I'm saying that a little too much now, Kitty.
No, but it was really cool because I got my shot the one day, which was kind of an adventure in its own, but then Robert got his the next day, and then I was able to, that day, schedule my aunt and my grandmother to get their shot the following day.
Yeah. So Ann says, we have gotten our second vaccine also. My husband says the same. He thinks it would be selfish to not get ours. So we have. Not bad at all. And I agree. There are a lot of people who are sitting back and waiting a little bit before taking theirs. Not necessarily saying I'm not going to take it, just I'm going to wait. And part of that is so that there's enough vaccine for those who need it. Yeah. And then we'll get more, and those of us who don't necessarily have to have it will have it. That's the problem locally. They just don't have enough to go around. Now, I hear that that's getting better, so yay. And I am not a high-risk individual, but I live in a home of high-risk people, and I live in a world of high-risk people. And so I agree with you and your husband. I feel like it's something I need to do.
Yeah.
And besides, I'll be more safe. Even if I got a strain of it, I wouldn't get it as badly. I would heal quicker and less likely to have horrible outcomes.
That's just, I don't want to get into it, but that's with the whole mask thing that really bothers me. And I posted about it yesterday because I was at the grocery store and there was already people without masks, and I thought, that's not the flex that you think it is to not wear a mask, because the people that you're flexing against are the vulnerable. Mm-hmm. It's not anybody else but the vulnerable people.
Y'all just got blessed with a bottle of wine from a neighbor that went on vacation. Nice. Regina, what have we done? Yay, Sandy, and no bad side effects, or you would have said. Good morning, Tammy Markham. Yes, they should have given me a little bit more advance notice.
So now I get to help you.
I wouldn't have been able to cancel the trip. I just thought it was poetic or ironic. Everybody in my family got theirs, but I had to be out of town when I got the call.
Now I get to help you get it with the doctor's office.
Just crazy, but it's okay. It's all good.
Yeah. It'll
Good
happen at the right
morning.
time.
Did you, Miss Joyce? And you're doing well. Good morning, Kathy. Prayers for my best friend who just found out she has breast cancer. Oh, bless your heart. No, Charlene, we do not. Kathy,
getting some more
we can
hymns,
keep
though.
your best friend in our prayers. Praying for healing for her.
What? About the rooster? Oh, I didn't see that.
No, we don't have a Worcester right now.
I don't see the one you just read.
Right, Dana, that's exactly it.
I do too, but I think, honestly, I'm probably going to play devil's advocate here. There are those that are just stubborn, and they're following an anti-mask movement because, like they follow anything else. They don't necessarily understand what they're doing or not doing. When we wear a mask, we wear the mask to protect ourselves, right? That's our first priority.
It's like being on an airplane.
Yes. And then we also wear that mask so that if we have any illness, we're not projecting that illness onto anyone else. So here's my feelings, and we won't get on a big political discussion. Good morning, Mr. Wonderful, fabulous,
Morning, Dylan.
awesome human being.
Hey,
All us
boy,
girls
hey.
are here. Yeah. Jesse. Hey, boy. Hey. Sorry we couldn't get in bed together this weekend. Just thought I'd put that out there. I'll explain that in a minute, y'all. Don't think things you shouldn't be thinking. But I think there's so much negativity and politicizing of everything that people make choices without good information.
Yeah.
And really, you only have to wear a mask. Well, unless your employer requires it, you only have to wear a mask when you go in somewhere. And when we go into the store, we aren't there all day. I think we could wear a mask for an hour to help somebody else and to protect ourselves. Because if we protect ourselves, we're also protecting our family and aren't taking anything home to them. So there's lots of ways to look at it. So I'm trying to be understanding and not upset.
Even though it hurts.
Even though it's hurtful. And I know it's hurtful because I have Jesse, who is, a high-risk individual that feels like high-risk individuals, the handicapped, the chronically ill, are kind of being, and the disabled are being left to the side. And it's like, fine, just stay home then.
Well, we're not werewolves.
So
we don't just come out when the moon's out, you
right.
know?
Well, and so it makes her hurt for everyone.
I mean, I still got to go to the store and feel safe.
Yes,
so.
Mary, SpongeBob said it. Or they believe the propaganda that's out there. Yeah. That is why I have to stay off Facebook, except for checking out lives.
Me as well.
Or doing a live, because it hurts my heart to see all that. Oh, me too, Kylene. Me too. Yes, there are those that make the choice out of rudeness and in consideration, but I want to give the benefit of the doubt that it's just people that are allowing themselves to be misled. And if they really understand how they make people feel, like the handicapped, etc., then, and at this rate, Canada's never going to open the border again. They can't trust us Americans.
Yes.
Yes, Annette. Exactly. It's just a mask. They're not asking us to go to war. Just a mask. That's it. So, for the person who asked me the other day, Dre, do you believe your governor is going to open the state and rescind the mask order? And I said, no, I don't think so. He's pretty smart. I take that back because that's what he did. Very shocking. I'm fine that he wants to open the state back up. The majority of our state is huge rural areas that don't have issues with COVID, and they were on lockdown as well. So he's leaving it to the individual municipalities to make decisions. I just wish he would have left the mask order on for a little while longer since we're open now. Well, starting Wednesday. Yeah, Dana, same here. Yay, Miss Mary! Bye, Miss Sheila. Beautiful. I loved hanging out with you, even though it was just for a little bit. Yes, Charlene, exactly. Why does he have to be imprisoned at home because of other people's lack of consideration? That's all it is.
Yeah.
That's good, Matt. I'm glad for y'all. We have areas that are still requiring masks too in this neck of the woods. Now, you know, we're a little bit blessed. We're not as huge of a community, I guess. We're mostly rural. So we aren't a hotbed, so to speak, but the towns around us are. So we need to be careful. Anyway, so today's message, y'all, learn to receive. Receive the blessing. If someone wants to help, allow them to help you. That is their love language. They want to help you. They like, know, and trust you, and you've probably helped them in the past too. So allow it. Because why? Because you're worthy, and so are they. You're worthy of receiving whatever the help or kindness is from the other person, and they are worthy of the blessings they receive for blessing you. Aw, you gave her an extra hug. You beat me. That ain't right. Nobody beats the Queen of Joy. Please, you guys, have a blessed week. Go bless somebody. Go receive some blessing. Let us know how that works out for you. I know it takes work, but you can do this. You got this. Why? Because we at Ranch House believe in you.
And you can use our words until they fit, until you can use them yourself.
Yes. And we want you to celebrate yourself, to celebrate you, because we celebrate you. And I want you all to be blessed. I want you to have an amazing week. We're going to have kind of really pretty weather here. I don't want to brag about it because I know some of y'all's isn't that way.
Well, we just went through a winter storm, so
we're happy. No ice, no snow. Yay. Anyway, thank you for joining us this morning.
So what happens at 4 today?
At 4 o'clock, we're in our private group.
Okay.
So those of you that are here, like Miss Joy, see you at 4 Central Time in our private group.
Be there,
Dre's Creative Corral.
You can go to choosejoyyall.com and
isn't that cool that we have that .com? Choose Joy Y'all. That's awesome. Anyway, never give up your power. Good morning, Ashley. Love you, kiddo. Thanks for an amazing weekend. That's one of the people that blesses me every time I see her beautiful face. That's Sandy's daughter.
She's awesome.
She's amazing.
Awesome. Yes, she is.
She made my job so much easier this past weekend and brought so much joy to so many people. Anyway, y'all, never give up your power. Love you too, sweet girl. Ever. The power to be that amazing, deserving, authentic person God meant you to be. The power, you got it, to accept a blessing when offered you. It could be God's answer to your prayer. You don't know till you check it out. And then you'll finally use a little bit of that power, just a little bit, to always, always, always choose joy, y'all. Thanks for joining us. Bye. See you next week.